What's up, guys? I'm going to read for y'all devotion today. It says, ask and receive. The verse is, what do you want me to do for you? Mark 10:51. Why did Jesus ask this? A blind man is screaming at the top of his lungs for Jesus to have mercy on him. The need seems pretty obvious, but the son of the omniscient, the very one who had seen the entire sordid past of a woman at a well, asked the noisy blind fellow what he wanted. Why? Because it is important for the blind man and for us to ask for his help. To assume that God will meet our needs without our asking, even though he often does, is to desire a Savior and provider without the bother of a relationship with him. You do not have because you do not ask, writes James 4:2. Jesus says clearly, everyone who asks receives, Matthew 7:8. In fact, many of his parables are about asking, presentment, bold, pacific asking. Just as many rebuked blind Bartimaeus and told him to be quiet, many will tell us that being specific in prayer is unspiritual or theological misguided. With Bartimaeus and with us, Jesus overrules their objection. So Jesus insists on specific requests, even though he knows all of our needs before we even ask. Perhaps he insists so we'll recognize his answer when it comes, a gift specifically from him and specifically for us. Perhaps it is so that when the answer comes, we will clearly see how his will differs from our own limited version. It says, perhaps it is so we will remember having voiced our request to give thanks when it is granted. Perhaps the asking and receiving witness to the world in a way that his presumption of providence would not. We wonder sometimes why God has not met a certain need. Our first step, often neglected, is to be specific. We must ask. And a little side note says in January for today, it says, whether we like it or not, asking is the rule of the kingdom. And that little snip comes from Charles Spurgeon. So whatever you do, just ask. Ask the Lord, talk to the Lord, and just ask. It can't hurt. Just go to him, ask him, bring all your questions, let him be known to him.